13-year-old Asian here, talking about the French Revolution. This is their flag before. The French Revolution is a revolutionary movement where the people of France decided the monarchy is too royal for them, therefore ending the constitution only to make another constitution where the monarchy is probably more royal than before. Let me give you a history. Before constitution at the time, the monarchy, simply the king, the nobles, just a bunch of rich people, the church, self-explanatory, and the peasants. It all started out in 1789 when King Louis decided, I should tax the peasants more, not the noble and churches, I think. This angered the peasants, of course. The peasants demanded equality to all people of France. You see, there are many reasons as to why the people think that way, other than that they want to live well. One reason is, one inspiration. One inspiration is the Enlightenment, which I can give you a short summary here. We should start evolving our technological advancement with science. Nah bro, those stuff and religion don't work well. I gotta stay still with Jesus. What if I told you you can keep your religion and science? Well then, actually no, we should probably ignore religion for a while. The other is the American Revolution.
Hello America, I was told you need help.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You want it on? I want my land back.
No.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, bro.
Help me if I need help.
I'm going to attack France now.
Help.
Well, no.
I attack you now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, France helped America in the revolution, resulting in France's bankruptcy. Sure, America did help France, but that's like in World War I and II, which is 250 years later. So, King Louis called a meeting for the States General to vote whether to make taxes equal or not, even though there are more peasants than both of the nobles and churches combined. I think all the three estates have equal power over their votes, which lead to the peasants' loss because both wanted to not pay taxes. This angered them enough to literally cut themselves away from the three estates, becoming a new one themselves. They called themselves the National Assembly. The king then locked himself away from them, afraid, I'm pretty sure. So asking the king to make their votes of all men equal is useless now. Instead of asking the king, the National Assembly gathered up at the tennis court, publishing the tennis court oath, promising, we will not give up until we find the best constitution fit for our nation. King Louis placed his military in Paris. Military, go to Paris. Also firing some dude called Jacques Necker, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Necker, you're fired. For many reasons, I guess. Then, of course, the storm of Bastille happens. A bunch of angry people were angry, so they were protesting because they were angry. So they protested. The guy in charge of the Bastille ordered his guards to cease fire, but that wasn't very useful against hundreds and thousands of people thirsty for his blood. He died. Time went on and rumors spread across the nobles, fearing the National Assembly might have more power than they think. And they do have more power than they think. The abolition of federalism kicks in, demanding that all people are equal, ending the unequal estates. The National Assembly then published the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens, inspired by Thomas Jefferson's Declaration of Independence, except the Declaration of Independence didn't affect women and slaves. Lots of women gathered complaining about the low economy, so they marched on Versailles, demanding that the king move to Paris, which he did. All of this in 1789. Now we're moving on to 1790. There's really not much happened in 1790 other than the government trying to organize themselves into different parties, radicals, national parties, and royalist Democrats, also occupying the lands of the church, taking away the church. Moving on, 1791. The king and queen is afraid of their safety, so they ran to the Austrian border disguised as servants, but were later then captured by guards and sent back as prisoners. I told you we should have given them cake! You never said that. The assembly wanted a constitutional monarchy, a constitution for the king to just be a figurehead. That worked well. There's also the Camp de Massacre, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right, where 50 people are shot dead because of ceasing fire. While those are happening, France is in war with basically all of Europe. Maybe not the best time when France is in a crisis on whether to choose their leaders. 1792, France declared war on Austria, not Australia, Austria. Prussia came to help Austria because the military is unorganized in France due to their political situations. They lost many battles, but they kept on fighting anyway, which is no surprise considering they have no one else to lead. As France grew weaker and weaker, looking for a new constitution, Prussia rose to power, spreading fear amongst France. They killed all their prisoners, fearing one of them is a traitor in an event known as the September Massacre. France made a new government in search of a better constitution, now abolishing kings, creating parties where leaders represent their votes, such people. This is a great and all, but let's not forget France is in a much larger war now. 1783. Because of King Louis' so-called betrayal, he was tried for leaving his people behind. He was executed in a guillotine. The war is slowly draining France's supply, giving Maximilien de Robespierre the opportunity to rise to power. It executes anyone who's against the revolution in an event known as the Reign of Terror, using a guillotine, that choppy head thing. About 40,000 people died that day. Executed that day. 1784. The war is still going on, still pretty large. This revolution is going on. The government straight up banned religion. With all the losing, the government straight up banned religion, joining churches, designing new calendars. People also got sick of the Reign of Terror, so they executed the guy who made the event in the first place, Robespierre. Isn't it Maximum? 1785. The war calmed down. They came up with a new constitution, the Directory, owned by directors. The directors. And that's pretty much the entire revolution for the last chapter. For the last chapter, we focus on Napoleon Bonaparte. I'll let him do the introduction.
Napoleon Bonaparte, born to the nobles, born to lead in the time where France is torn apart. I'm born to rule, born to party. I need no introduction, my education is enough reputation. Thanks to my graduation, fighting in the Battle of Waterloo is a piece of cake. Let them have cake. I fight for the freedom of my people. I fight for the future of my people. This is a revolution. Revolution of the century. Revolution. War isn't about survival, it's about triumph. For 30 years I served my country, hope I don't die.
Yeah. Opinions on the revolution varied because at the end Napoleon crowned himself as Emperor of France. So all those deaths and changes led to nothing. Maybe. The French Revolution did change the way voting works, like elections. Not just that, the revolution impacted the world like no other revolution ever did. The right that all men and women are equal. Wait. What comes next? Well, Napoleon's emperor now, as you can hear. And France is still in war. What comes next is an event known as the Napoleonic War, named after Napoleon himself. France's fate lies on his hands. Thank you for watching.